So, while my tea is steeping, look for the little chat overlay. I added some new things. Yeah, I'm sort of like not. I went and had dinner beforehand, and I had crepes for dinner, which is why I have the crepe on my desk. But yeah, so that's why I'm starting a little bit late. Because I forgot that I had also made plans at like 6 o'clock. And then I'm like, oh crap, I can only stay for 30 minutes. I'm excited. I can't wait to see these cat girls move again. And I finally figured out what was up with my audio earlier. Oh yeah, it is probably a little bit loud. Bring you down a bit. Probably there. Maybe there. We'll start with there for now. Do 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 do. It's loud for me too. I need to turn it down off my headphones. Where's my... Did I put my headphones on backwards? I did. Yeah, there we go. Now it's quieter for me too. Okay, I'm gonna check my tea. I have my tea! This is just a, I like Twinings, so that's my go-to brand. This is just their, what is it? I think it's just their Earl Grey blend. Or is it? Yeah, it's just their Earl Grey blend. Okay, now we go to the window. Look at them cute girls. Ba 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 da ba 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 da. Load this one up. Probably bump up the sound a little bit. Yes, I'm using the maid cat ears. I figured it was perfect. I can be your maid or your butler. Oh, Chocola, you're doing so good. I have no idea. Maybe just mint? I don't know. Yeah, peppermint sounds good. It should be catmint because I love cats, so I'd love to attract the cats. And catnip is a part of the mint family. The girls are doing so good! Alright, maybe I'll take this moment to bake some more sponge cake for the shortcakes. I looked through the window onto the bakery floor and saw that the customer traffic had calmed down a bit. Glancing at the clock, I saw that it was almost 3 p.m. It seemed that selling out and closing early on opening day actually got us noticed. Thanks to some tweets and blog posts, word of mouth had spread and we were really busy the next day. You could argue that it was just a big coincidence, but this was definitely all because of Shigure. Oh, I gotta take off my jacket. It's getting too hot. What with the hot tea? Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Got it. I'll start making more now then. You know, for this being their second day, they're doing absolutely wonderful. Alright, I'll check it later. To think Chocolate and Vanilla are actually able to help out this much. I watched as the two of them quickly and energetically engaged the customers. It is. Like, I haven't worked at a cafe or bakery yet, though, but I have worked at a restaurant. Ooh, boy. Chocolate was as enthusiastic as always, while Vanilla showed her attention to detail. They greatly contributed to the rising fame of the bakery as La Soleil's poster cat girls. I really didn't expect much when I sought their assistance, but they've been a big help. Well, it's about time for a break, huh? This one is almost done anyways. I lightly stretched my neck side to side as I took the ingredients for the next batch and put them in the refrigerator. Oh, I can imagine. Oh gosh. My memory is horrible. I would not be able to do that. Good work, you two. Cheesecake. One of my favorite desserts. This is because you two have been working so hard. As requested, here's your reward. Look at how cute they are and happy. The eyes of the two cat girls were sparkling as they looked at the rare cheesecake with delight. It was worth it to see them this happy. I sat down into a chair and poured hot water into the teapot. Please don't invite my sister again. Here's my cell phone. Kidding. Just hurry up and eat it. Break time is almost over. I calmly urged them as I poured 3 cups of tea. As always, these two cat girls had limitless energy, but I seriously wondered if they were trying to act as silly as they were being. Itadakimasu! You're making me want cheesecake! Don't make things weird. Now that's how you compliment a cake. I'm glad you two like it. I made some sauces for it too. It'd help if you two could give me some feedback on them. Oh, I heard the nyaw in it. I think I'd like to work in like the background area. Making the stuff. Because I do like baking, but I'm also horrible on... I hate standing in one place for too long. I am a pro, Vanilla! Well, I am a beginner, but I can at least do this. If you can make a rare cheesecake, you're not a beginner. Come on, Casho! They've probably been waiting for an opportunity to praise me, so I suppose it's a good thing. After hearing their request, I actually secretly did some research on making rare cheesecakes, but I'll leave that as a secret. Same, don't let me talk to people. At least in like retail or restaurant areas, because they're just, ugh. Why can't customers be nice? Oh god, she's looking at me with those eyes. Yeah, you two are keeping the store running, good lord. Yeah, if it was just me working this damn cafe, and being the cook and the cashier, whew. Casho, you really should have had plans. You're right, you two really were a big help. There. I patted both the genuinely happy Chocolate and the proud Vanilla on the head. Don't push yourself. That's a good motto. I mean, that's true, especially with like a sister like Shigure who loves adopting cat girls and making them fine examples. But in a world where cat girls are fairly common, would a cat girl cafe really make much of a profit? My poster cat girls were such adorable little things. I watched them go at it as I poured another cup of tea. Speaking of which... I can understand why cat girls make great mascots, though. It was heartwarming and sweet to see them act like such happy sisters. Since you two are helping me this much, you're going to have to study really hard, right? You're not going in the kitchen. Maybe, Vanilla. No, you think I'm going to retire a few days after opening? Studying for your qualifications. You two remember what Shigure said, right? Upon hearing my words, their blank expressions changed as their eyes began to shine. Yep, you two are working really hard as poster cat girls after all. Chocolate and Vanilla turned to each other with looks of amazement. Suddenly, they both stood up and bent forward across the table. Excuse me while I look into the camera like The Office. Of course. That's what I said, right? If you two weren't around, I don't think I'd be able to keep the bakery going. Just like before, I tapped their heads, and thanks again. Ah, of course. Yeah, I'm proud of you two, but as your owner, I want to have proof that I raised you two well too. That's why you two should work on your own for your own sake as well. I'll also do my best alongside you two. I ruffled their hair. They closed their eyes and smiled even more brightly than before. You can take yourself out to play. Ah, sure. Whether it's an amusement park or the aquarium, I'll take you two there. I'm more on Vanilla on this one. Can we go to an aquarium? We're not going to Disneyland. Vanilla, you're dreaming too big. Within reason, okay? Are you two listening? The two cat girls were lost in their own fantasy worlds while their eyes gleamed. I never thought that they'd start dreaming of going overseas or even space. A cat girl's dreams obviously weren't something to make light of. They were incredible. Stay out of my princess bed! Hey, break's over, you two. Go get to it. It was a bit of a struggle to bring Chocola and Vanilla back to reality after they had traveled so far mentally. A few days later, on a day off. Okay, but just pause. Did you see the hours for that damn cafe? 10 to 20? 10 hours? My god. Cacho. What the fuck? Working your damn people and yourself for 10 hours? Good lord. And you're a bakery. Aren't you supposed to start, like, earlier in the day, like at 6? I know. Overworking our damn cats. 10 hours. Good lord. I guess you could have misunderstood it like that, though. I sipped some tea in the living room, while I watched what the cat girls and Shigure were doing. On that note, I hadn't realized Shigure's mother mode was so intense. I've been with her since she was born, but this is the first time I've seen her like this, including that headband of hers. Coconut, you're so tall. Azuki and Coconut, who had came with Shigure, nodded their heads as they drank their tea. Like Shigure is being bothering them without me knowing, huh? I'll give them some cakes to take home later. Yep, that should be okay.
早く立派な一人前の猫になるという気持ちこそが自立した猫としての大事なことなのです。ショコラもバニラも早く兄様のパートナーになりたいでしょ。おす、ご主人様のパートナーになりたいです。おす。
Shigure, what are you teaching my cats?
まあとりあえずショコラのパートナーであれば、あとはクビにならない程度に。
Vanilla, you could at least put some effort.
バニラには覇気が足りねえよな。ポケットってマイペース2か。バリバリバリバリ。
Buddy.
ちゃんとやることはやるから、やる気が表面に出ないだけでバリバリバリバリ。
You two take it pretty easy too, though. I joked back at them as I prepared more snacks. That's just how cat girls were, though. Work hard, play hard, sleep hard.
人の世では論より証拠と言います。私が口で説明するよりも実際に体験した方が早いでしょう。まずはあずきのお手本を見せてあげましょう。あずき、長子の猫として松舞たちに鈴持ちの猫たる姿を見せてあげなさいな。なんだ、めんどくせえな。ギャラでんだろうな、ギャラ。あずきちゃん、よろしくお願いします。よろしくね、あずき。では、鈴持ちの猫の強靭な意志、兄様もとくとご覧あれ。
With pride, Shigure reached into her kimono, rummaged around, and pulled something out.
はい、ここに猫まっしぐらな油の乗り切ったテラッテラの大トロがあります。
Otoro. Eh? Where did you pull that plate of fatty tuna from?
こんなこともあろうかと用意しておいたのです。一言で言えば兄様への愛にございます。
Okay, but your kimono's gonna smell like fish now. No, I'm not asking why you did it. I'm asking about where you got it from.
そのような意図小さきことは置いておきまして。
And my logic. I was completely shot down. I felt like this was more enough slapstick for now. Yep.
普通の猫ならば目の前に大好物を出されたら本能的に飛びついてしまいます。ですがこれをあずきの目の前にぶら下げても、
Azuki, please! Shigure, you might need to retrain some of them. Got it? Sounds like my cat wants in. Who is clawing at my door? No one? Oh, hello, Rhodey. You're gonna want back out again soon, though. I know you. You don't like my room as much.
そのおやややややや。あっちょ、あずき。
Don't chase her! Don't chase cats! Ah, so there are punishments then. Coconut, you're so big! You're a Maine Coon, but damn! This will be more useful for Chocolate and Vanilla than me. She's not listening at all. Well, so long as Chocolate and Vanilla are watching, it should be okay.
りする素振りすらない、まさに大物の風格。この程度褒めてもらうほどのことでもないよ。この程度のこと、しぐれ様の猫として当然だし、こんなの何時間でも続けられ。
Don't press your luck. It's because Shigure brought in fatty tuna from her kimono. You brought in flies into my house, Shigure. So Coconut doesn't like feather toys, but loves winged toys. I mean, Maine Coons are made to be hunters, so... Oh, poor Chocolate. Knuckle punchy. I don't know. It almost sounded like Shigure, but it could be casual. Who knows? Maybe the fly will have a part in the credits. Now Rhodey, what's out? Shigure, you need to retrain your cat girls. Come on, Rhodey. You want out? Go on. Hi, Sabale. Do you want in? You two go play out there. Go play with Rhodey. Are you alright? The cat girls at home are like that? It's because you bribed them, didn't you? Those two couldn't act independently at all. They've become lax. I mean, to be fair, if I saw a fly, I also just lose all reason and try to kill it. Bring Maple. Maple's at least good. Cinnamon has issues, though. Hey, there's the girls. Sorry to make you come all the way out here, Maple, Cinnamon. Extreme bowing! I shall fly underneath a chair and bow. Written exam. So does that mean we're done with actual training for today? There was no point in even making a joke here. Yeah, I got that. Well, considering what happened earlier, things should be right from here on out. Probably.
私たちは兄弟水入らずのお茶としましょうか。
I've been having tea all day. Huh? Is this what studying for a written exam is supposed to be like?
先生が何人いても仕方ないですからね。鮮度を多くして山に登るです。あ、そうそう、私が作りました緑茶はぎをお持ちしたのです。ぜひ兄様に食べてほしくて。
Oh, I want to try ohagi.
あと良い茶葉も手に入りましたので、お供に。台所をお借りいたしますね。いそいそ。
Hi. Well, even if she's like this, she did help the four of them pass that exam. In any case, I said nothing and continued to watch them.
基本はロシア文字で出る口ね。これ覚えとくと結構使えるから。
You're teaching them cow emojis.
すっごー。メイプルちゃんすっごいよ。打てない顔文字はないよ。マスター、顔文字マスターだよ。かっこいい。
I mean, I do love cow emojis too, so.
ショコラは本当にいいリアクションするわね。でも、この程度で驚いててどうするの？次はライソスタンプね。かわいい。これ超かわいい。これ何？これ何なの？バニラちゃん、心の準備はいい？
Do not start with the sex ed, Cinnamon.
お花はね、おしべとめしべっていうのがあってね。
Shigure!
おしべとめしべがね。
I think Cinnamon needs to get spayed.
愛し合ってぐちょぐちょになると赤ちゃんがね。シナモン、発情してないでちゃんと教えて。
Me.
発情にゃんて。私これでも鈴持ちのお姉ちゃんなんだから。こんな理科の教科書くらいに、保健体育の教科書でもあるまいし。
Shigure!
お姉ちゃん、不甲斐ない。いやー、ダメ、そんな目で私を見ちゃダメ。
Just what are they up to now?
一般常識と小学生くらいの学力は必要とされますから。最近は猫を使った犯罪もあったりしますしね。人間界の一般教養が必要なのです。
Shigure, you have one cat teaching the other cow emojis, which is great, but they need to learn how to actually text. And the other one is trying to teach sex ed. Shigure, please. To me, it only looks like they're playing with a strange phone app and bleh. To me, it looks like they're only playing with a phone app and reading strange books, though.
さあ兄様、こちらのきなこのやつも美味しいですよ。はい。
I don't care if it has soybean powder. I continued to watch the study session as I took the ohage Shigure handed me. They absolutely weren't studying. I really did not think this was studying in the slightest. At the very least, it seemed fundamentally different from the sort of studying I knew. I started to wonder if leaving this up to her was really a good idea.
ほら兄様見てください。このスタンプ可愛くないですか？試しにしぐれが作ってみたのですが、それなりに結構人気あるんですよ。
Ooh, I want those! Huh? Chocolate and vanilla? And our bakery uniforms? On the screen were super deformed images of chocolate and vanilla. There were some of them holding signs or sleeping, but all of them did seem quite cute. I don't really know much about lime, though. Neither do I. I had it for a little. But then they wanted me to pay all these things for stickers, and I'm just like, But it definitely was true that, as mascot characters, they could sell. You've always had many strange talents, haven't you?
陰ながら少しでも兄様のお店を広められればと思いまして。兄様はお菓子作りの際はあっても、そういう商売気質ではありませんからね。
Well, that's true. Shigure had always really been knowledgeable about the internet. It was true. I did find our sudden increase in customers on our second day mysterious. Now it made sense to me why a lot of our customers said they heard about us on the internet or on Twitter.
これも妹めの愛にございます。
Hi, be my PR.
買いますか？
Yeah, thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. Pachi pachi.
しぐれは兄様になでなでしてもらうの大好きです。
With a pampered voice, Shigure closed her eyes and smiled happily. It really was a big help of me to have a little sister who was so quick on the uptake. To show my gratitude to this small central figure, I rubbed her head.
まあ、困った時はだいたい110に電話すれば大丈夫らしいわよ。ちなみに、命が危ないっぽい時は119ね。これだけ覚えとけば大丈夫。メイプルちゃん、スマホが明日は雨だって言ってる。ジメジメするって。私がね、その精子を
Shigure, please! Please! Spay this one!
花粉を運ぶの。花粉だからね。それでメスベのね、あそこにでして妊娠っていうか虫が代わりにエッチするの？代理エッチ？
Vanilla, don't listen to her.
エッチとか恥ずかしいこと言っちゃダメ。
Itchy, 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 itchy.
その女の子は恥じらいを持たなきゃダメなんだよ。ゴリラちゃんがそんなこと言うなんて。シナモン潤っちゃう。
Shigure!
シナモンよだれがパない。ふきふき。
So, I have to ask this, but is having a bell really a good enough qualification for cat girls to go outside by themselves?
我が家の猫たちは皆優秀な猫たちです。
Are you sure?
猫たちの反省会は私がやっておきますゆえ、ご安心くださいませ。兄様。
What's that word?
そしてこんなこともあろうかと。
Nande.
ここ
What
に
was that sound?
鈴間にある虎の巻を持ってまいりました。兄様もショコラとバニラの飼い主としてこちらを読んで頑張ってくださいませ。
That was a very wet sound to be like paperwork. As their owner, I'll do my best. So she was expecting this. Even I was suckered in to thinking she was just playing around. I went back to watching the cat girls' dead-end study session.
ネコパラ。
Alright, all that's left is the filling for the apple pie. I murmured that as I ran my finger down the prep sheet to confirm. I looked at the clock and saw that it was past 9 o'clock. Although studying for the bell exam took up my time, I still had enough energy to do preparations on the day off.
ご主人様、ご主人様、見てください。ついに私たちは猫の限界を超えた。完璧。
You sure got there quickly.
これはご主人様への愛ゆえでございます。
You don't need to mimic Shigure. Shigure and the others were gone, but it hadn't been more than 2 hours since they started their independent study. I suppose they were now able to do multiplication or something.
ご主人の今の顔、私たちが割り算を覚えた程度だと思ってた。
Close. I didn't go that far ahead. I stayed silent so as to not dampen their spirit.
ご主人様、ちょっと喉をゴロゴロしてください。ショコラは猫の喜びをポーカーフェイスで我慢してみせますよ。
Like this.
ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
Well, that didn't work.
いやー、しょうがないじゃないですか。大好きなご主人様ですもん。誰にでもゴロゴロ言う安い猫だと思わないでください。ショコラ、喉元なでなで。ゴロゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
That didn't work at all. She did that, even with vanilla. What exactly was she trying to show off to me?
じゃあバニラだってやってみてよ。できるの？私は余裕に決まってる。猫魂の通じない胆力。カモンご主人、好きにしてごらん。
Okay, how about like this then? Kachi. She's trying. What a good girl. Kachi. Tickle.
ご主人様、バニラの尻尾がピーンって。ペンをつく勢いでピーン。バニラめっちゃ喜んでるよ。
Is she being overstimulated?
違う、それはその、さ、言うなれば、ショコラが近くにいるからその愛であって。
Uh-huh. You'll probably be near her during the test too, you know. I couldn't shake the fact that this was an excuse out of her. Given Vanilla's quietness, she was honestly trying not to lose to Chocola.
今のはたまたま失敗しただけなんです。他のテストも試してみてください。絶対に大丈夫ですから。そう、他のはすべて合格ラインだから大丈夫。この猫殺しのテスト項目、全部試してくれればいいと思う。
Hi, feather test. From this list, huh? I scanned over the questions from previous tests and the cheat sheets. There really were a lot of questions about various cat-girl behaviors. Okay, why don't we go in order from the top then?
任せてください。ご主人様の猫ですから。Don't worry.
Okay then. Resisting sniffing test. Failed. By the way, what these fingers touched earlier was blue cheese. Stinky faces! Stinky face! Okay, you failed the Fleming response test as well. Oh, my cat wants in. Come here. Okay, next. Failed. Oh, angry vanilla is so cute. Clapping in the face test also failed. These are some of the noisiest cats I've ever had, and I have a pretty noisy cat. Feather lore test. Failed. Ah, yes. Silvervine. That's not catnip! That's Silvervine! Sabael? What are you staring at the door for? Do you want to go back out? Catnip test. Silvervine test. Also failed. Their first time on catnip, and they're basically little drunks. Will they really be fine after all this? Well, it's the first day, anyways. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. Come on, if you're gonna sleep, do it in your own bed. You two really are a pain. Come on, let's go. I've got a grip on you, so stand up. Oh. Jingles, when did you get in here? Have you been under my bed this whole time? This is not good at all. I can't help but feel this is bad. I thought about that as I carried the two drunken cat girls to their bed. After that, I threw myself completely into reading those cheat sheets. Well, I mean, it was their first time on catnip. Oh, no stand attack! Oh, welcome home, you two. Any problems with delivery or payment? Got their bills. We didn't even have a training montage. The brand new bells around Chocolate and Vanilla's necks glittered brightly. Chocolate had a silver-colored bell, and Vanilla a golden-colored one. With proof that they had become independent cat girls, they both had blossoming smiles, full of pride on their faces. Well, they were really close to failing, though. Hi, Sabael.
めていいと思う。
Alright, alright. You two are La Soleil's star poster catgirls. I answered, rubbing their heads as always. Actually, this was the first time we had received a delivery order from a customer. With my cell phone, I was able to check up on them to make sure everything was alright every few minutes through the GPS in their bells. I really did want to follow behind them, but I restrained myself. It was their first errand, so naturally, as their owner, I was fraught with worry and couldn't sit still.
ちゃんとご近所さんの人たちにも元気に挨拶しました。歩く看板猫のおかげでお店の宣伝もバッチリ。
バッチリ、バッチリ。
お店の売り上げが上がったらきっと私たちにもご褒美があるはずと信じて。はーい、ショコラはご主人様とお風呂入れる券でいいです。
Please no more.
でもお洋服とかも買ってもらえたら嬉しいです。たまにでいいので。
Can do.
私もお洋服欲しい。
Vanilla, please.
ご主人の変態趣味でも我慢する。
I am not hentai. I wasn't going to acknowledge you, but since when did I have such interests?
一応ボケておいた方がいいかと思って鈴持ちとして。
I didn't think having a bell was qualification to become an entertainer. Perhaps this was some of the additional vocabulary they had learned when studying for the exam. Thanks, Cinnamon! It didn't seem like they were any different from before, though. Okay, I'll think up something special. Don't get your hopes up, though, okay?
ご主人様大好き。ご主人最高。
Taking a bath with me is completely out of the question, though. But saying that is a bit of a pain, so I won't mention anything.
でもご主人様が喜んでくれて嬉しいですにゃ。
Desu nya?
お前らはソレイユの立派な看板猫たちだ。
Hoi hoi.
にゃんてにゃんて。もうショコラ死にそうですにゃ。
Ouch, ouch! Stop, that hurts!
これでご主人も私たちなしではいられない体に。
Do not tempt me.
あとそんなことも。鈴ってすごいだね。
Don't say things deliberately to confuse Chocola.
やっぱりそうですよね。鈴もらったくらいじゃね。ははは。ショコラが強烈にしぼんだ。
I told you not to do that, you trickster.
ご主人の株が上がりすぎてたからちょうどいい。ショコラならすぐに元に戻るし。それにしょぼくれてるショコラもかわいい。
Aren't you clever? Well, I suppose I agree with her, though. She looks beyond cute when she's all sulky like this. Possible. Ah, looks like we're running low on supplies. I'm going to have to go out and buy a couple things on my break.
お買い物。ショコラも行きます。お買い物デート。ほら、もう元通り。
Well, there isn't a lot of time, so we need to get going.
はーい、お着替えしてきまーす。
Today was just another normal day at La Soleil. Soleil? Soleil?
あれ、今日もたこ焼き屋さんいないんですね。開店前にしか会ったことない。
Maybe it's their day off today, or maybe they're only open when there's a lot of people around.
あの子猫ちゃんもうちのお店に来てほしいのににゃ。私用のショップカード持ってるのに残念。
Well, we'll see them again someday. You never know. We'll probably see them sometime in the future.
そうですね。まだまだあるんですもんね。私たち
We crossed the park path that we had grown used to walking. There was a gentle breeze blowing in from the coast.
ここの風気持ちいいですよね。ショコラ大好きです。住めば都、新しい街も悪くない。
The faintly salty breeze blew into their squinted eyes. I turned around and saw a bench enter my line of vision. Well, there's still time, so why don't we take a break?
ああ、いいですね。休んできましょう。では、私は飲み物買ってくる。けなげにも。お金ください。
Thank you very much, Miss Vanilla. I gave the graceful poster cat girl money. With light steps, Vanilla walked towards the vending machine.
前もここで同じように座りましたね。
That's right. Just like this, huh? She was talking about the day after I moved. It seemed like it was quite a while ago now. I wonder how things would have turned out if I had ended up on my own.
どうなってたんでしょうね。でも、一つだけ確かなのは、そんなこと考えても意味ないってことです。
Chocola fondly looked at me. That's true. No reason to talk about ifs and buts.
そういうことじゃなくて、ですよ。
Now Sibel wants out. You're so demanding. Go on. Go out. It's not? What do you mean? Not understanding what she meant, I asked again. She closed her eyes a bit, and I could see a faintly mischievous smile creep up across her face.
どんなことになってても、ショコラは絶対にご主人様のところに来ましたから。だから、一人だったら、なんて考えても意味ないです。
Chocolat. Unexpectedly, my heart began to beat loudly. My face felt flushed. I couldn't bear looking at such a genuine smile any longer. As I averted my gaze away, the color of her silver bell caught my eye. I always thought of her like a daughter, but she's growing up with each passing day. Once again, I realized something that obvious. I took a deep breath, cooling my flushed face. Please always be by my side from here on out. I'm so happy when you're with me. I answered her honestly. I rubbed Chocola's head more gently than usual.
ご主人様。
What's wrong, Chocola?
にゃんでもないです。はい。
You say it's nothing, but...
本当ににゃんでもないです。ご主人様から何かすごく甘い
Oh no, it's the pheromones! A sweet smell, I tried to smell what she was talking about. Of course, I didn't smell anything sweet.
甘いっていうか、クラクラふわーんって感じがして。
It's the pheromones!
でも嫌とかじゃないんですよ。むしろすごく心地いいっていうか。
Oh no, she's going into heat.
この間のまた飛びに近いかも。
She let out a long, feverish sigh. As she sighed, she gazed downwards with her face flushed red. She glanced up at me, her eyes gleaming.
ご主人様、ショコラはもっと頑張りますから。ご主人様がもっと元気でいてく くれるように頑張りますから。
She squeezed her hands tightly in front of her chest. As she said that to me with a sorrowful voice and forlorn look on her face. Things somehow feel a bit different than before. I knew that she was happy, but it seemed like she was holding something back at the same time. She wasn't like her usual feverish, energetic self. It was almost as if...
ショコラ、
Ugh!
びっくりした。にゃんにするのバニラはもう。これが言いがかり、濡れ衣ともいうもの。
Help, help, Vanilla. She was trying to entice me. You two surprised me too.
私を使いっぱにして二人でイチャイチャしてるから悪い。
I wasn't doing anything other than rubbing Chocola's head, like always.
匂いが違った。猫の鼻は騙せない。
Damn it, it was the pheromones.
とりあえずショコラとご主人の間に私は座ろうと思う。開けてくれないなら実力行使。そのまま座る。
I love you, Vanilla. Wait up. You're pretty heavy there, Vanilla-san.
重くない。ご主人は失礼。
That's not what I meant.
いやー、ご主人様の上ずれい。ショコラも乗ります。ご主人様の片足ください。そしたら平等。これ、人は両手に花って言って。
More like I'm gonna knock your heads together. Before that, you two do know about the concept of public morals in society, right? In any case, please get off my lap. Seriously now.
嬉しいくせに却下。
Not in public, please!
じゃあショコラも却下します。こらこら。
Before I knew it, Chocola was her old self again. Well, as long as she's happy, there's nothing to worry about, but in the end, my break time ended up not feeling like a break at all, and was completely spent with the two of them. Unfortunately, that's how cats go. Dun dun.
猫パラ。
Nekopara.
ショコラ、この伝票ご主人にお願い。わかった。行ってくるね。
Chocola's going into heat. I don't want to hear the yelling.
ご主人様、これ明日のオーダー伝票です。
Sounds good. I'll take a look at it later.
わかりました。いつもの場所に入れときますね。
Hmm? Chocola-san?
なんでしょうか、ご主人様。
Yeah, what's up? Isn't the answer I'm looking for. Vanilla, help me. Your sister's going into heat.
なんでご主人様の背中とショコラが合体してるのですか。
That's what I would like to know.
ご主人様、ショコラに背中を押し付けちゃダメなのですよ。
Hold up. You clearly stuck yourself onto me, Chocola.
ショコラがご主人様に。
Yeah, exactly that.
そう言われてみればそんな気も。
Puzzled, she frantically tilted her head left and right. Is she sick with some terrible disease? This just started happening mere seconds ago, though. Are you alright? You've been kind of out of it since we got back from our break.
大丈夫です。ショコラはもう鈴持ちの猫にゃんですのよ。とりあえず伝票そこに置いときましたから。では。
Well, if she says she's fine, then I guess there's nothing wrong. It didn't seem like she was making any particular mistakes while working, either. I'll think about things after observing her a bit more. I thought about that as I watched her head back.
ショコラ大丈夫？にゃ。今日はちょっと暑いにゃってだけだから。いつもと別に変わらないと思うけど。
We can only pity her, Vanilla.
もうすぐミルフィーユがなくなりそうだね。ちょっとご主人様に言ってくる。ショコラ。
Get back, you beast of burden! Oh, Chocola, what's wrong?
あ、ご主人様。にゃ。あれ？何でしたっけ？
You're telling me. Chocola spaced out as she tilted her head in confusion again. It didn't seem like she was doing it on purpose. I wonder what's gotten into her. It was clear that she wasn't herself. Somehow, she looks a bit flushed, too. I'm just going to feel your forehead here, okay? I touched her small forehead. Her body shivered with a twitch. I could feel Chocola shivering slightly through the palm of my hand. It didn't particularly seem like she had a fever or anything. Huh? Chocola? Oh god, she's gonna start yowling. Wait, Chocola! Hey! Vanilla, please get your sister off of me. She cooed in a sweet voice I hadn't heard before. No, that's called yowling. She's in heat. Still clinging to me, she rubbed her cheek against mine. It was clear that she wasn't feeling like herself. Her voice was especially sugary sweet. You could even say that there was a stickiness to it. Her grip on my back tightened. I could feel a certain degree of sensuality in her actions. She suddenly came to her senses and let go of me. She flailed her arms about as she howled in confusion. Hi, Vanilla? Hey, Vanilla, do you know what's with Chocula? She's acting weird today, right? A breakthrough. This felt promising. By the way, I've been curious, but do I smell strange or something? Right? It was somewhat relieving to hear that I smelled normal. Well, it meant that I didn't smell especially sweet or anything. Hmm? Vanilla was drawn in by what I had said. It seemed as if she realized something. Either way, can you tell Chocola to go up to her room to rest?
いいけどお店は
It's starting to calm down out there, so I'll take care of things afterwards.
なんですか。ショコラが全然いけますです。
Chocola, you're not fine.
にゃんたって鈴持ちですよ。鈴持ち。これは立派な猫の証で。任務了解。ショコラ捕獲。強制退去モード。ご主人様。助け。ショコラ。ショコラ。うわー。
Let's see, we needed some more mille filet, right? Surprisingly, Vanilla was the type who could rise to a challenge when necessary. I stood in front of the wide-open refrigerator, and despite the distance, I could still hear the voices of my poster cat girls right behind me.
Nekopara. ダメにゃ。全然ドキドキが収まらないにゃ。ご主人様の匂い思い出し
She is in heat.
すごい体の奥熱くてキュンキュンする。ここ触ると気持ちいい。
Chocola? Are you feeling any better, Chocola? What?
ご主人様、お部屋に入るときはノックが基本ですね。
Huh? Really? Sorry about that. I didn't really get why, but she was pretty mad at me. I never knocked on their doors before now, though. Besides, Chocola would enter my room without knocking too. Okay, well, I'll be sure to be careful next time, but more importantly, how are you feeling? I'd like to take you to the clinic, but do you feel like up to walking there?
病院ってご主人様、お店は
We're closed. I decided to close up early today.
閉めてきたって。なんでですか。
What shall I do if my poster cat girls are sick? Do you think I could leave you be when you're not feeling well? Just listen to me and let's go to the clinic. Do you think you can stand?
ダメです。今近くに来ちゃう。
What are you talking about? You look like you're about to fall over. Come on, I'll give you a hand. I stood next to Chocolate and put my arm around her.
ご主人様。にゃー。
What's wrong? Did I hurt you?
痛いとかじゃなくて、甘い匂いも。本当に病気とかじゃなくて。いやー。
She slurred her words as she refused my request. She definitely was acting a lot stranger than before. Enough with that now, I'm taking you to the clinic, okay? That's the whole reason why I decided to close the bakery today is anyway. Come on now.
ショコラはもう立派に鈴持ちなのですよ。
Yes, you're mature. You're going into heat.
理性的な証拠で花が我慢できる証拠にゃのです。
Rational. Hold back from your instincts?
ショコラ、もしかして。
Vanilla pushed her face against Chocola's body as she sniffed her.
やっぱり来ちゃった
came? You don't mean that mating season thing, right? Now that she mentioned it, it was noted in the book I bought before. I thought it was still a bit early for them, though.
分かってますから。別にご主人様が褒めてくれたのはそういう意味じゃないって分かってますけど。
Please always be by my side from here on out. I'm so happy when you're with me.
ご主人様。ご主人様から何かすごく甘い匂いがして、とろーんって。
Since back then, huh? Situations when dealing with a fast-maturing cat girl. I remembered that section inside the book was titled that. Crap. I thought that it was still too early to worry about stuff like that, and totally glossed over it. Well, just what should I do in a situation like this? She looked up at me with pained, tear-stained eyes. It was the look of a woman desperately pleading for help. Chocola. She had completely caught me off guard, and in an instant my face began to redden. This is bad. I could see that Chocola was not herself. My heartbeat started to slow as it began to throb profusely. Vanilla, you want to help out here? Oh, so this is how they play it. I let it out. You mean Vanilla? Vanilla was right next to my ears as I looked over at her face. This didn't seem like one of her usual jokes. She was looking straight at me. Then how are cat girls born? Are there cat boys? Why haven't I seen any cat boys? I see you all as daughters, and now suddenly I'm seeing them as express their love for each other physically? What? Unreserved in certain words. I felt like I couldn't breathe. Vanilla paid no attention to me and continued to whisper into my ear. Well, you are right, but... Of course I knew there were people like that. I knew just how cute cat girls were, so I wasn't one to judge them. But that being said... Well, of course she's important to me. Chocolate and Vanilla were important, irreplaceable members of my family. This wasn't a matter of liking or disliking them. But that's why in the current of all this... Forgotten? Vanilla. Her slender fingers caressed my cheek. They were the same words as before, and they pierced right through me again, just like back then. Chocolat. Just like back then, you could feel the determination behind Chocola's eyes and words. She gazed right at me.
体が反応しちゃうきっかけは発情期かもしれないです。でもご主人様のことが好きなのは、ご主人様に触ってもらいたいのは発情期だからじゃないですよ。ショコラは大好きなご主人様だから。
Chocolat. Embrace the cat girl. Yeah, don't worry. I have something prepared for that, though. Are? Are we kissing the cat girl? I returned her gaze as Chocolate took hot, shallow breaths, still caught in her bewilderment. I gently placed my hand to her tear-stained cheek. I love you too, Chocolat. If you really desire to, then rather than deciding whether it's right or wrong, I'll be honest too. With those words as my vow to her, I kissed her again. That's right. I gently rubbed both the teary-eyed Chocolat and the proud Vanilla's heads. Then I gently embraced both of them. You're not going to join us, Vanilla. Next time, okay. Are? Chocolate and Vanilla curled up, completely appeased. Chocolate was back to normal after being satisfied. Although she could have just been exhausted after all that and would return to that state soon. There's a lot to raising cat girls, huh? To think that raising cat girls would involve this as well. I didn't think I'd become such a cat girl lover, too. Yeah, Vanilla was there watching it all. Well, I have no regrets. Really? 'Cause I do! With a slightly perplexed smile, I poked the cheeks of the two cat girls. Yes, I love you too. I responded to the two cat girls as they mumbled in their sleep while rubbing their heads. They were like daughters, and even lovers. Those feelings mixed together. If you think about it, as their owner and as a man, I guess I'm really lucky, huh? Absolutely honest goodwill with no mind games. I guess that's what made cat girls so wonderful. That's what I felt as I gazed at their sleeping, innocent faces. See you tomorrow, Chocolat, Vanilla. I softly stroked their cheeks once more. They responded to my caresses while sleeping. I tidied up Chocolat and Vanilla's bed. I gazed upon their precious, sleeping faces one last time, and quietly left the room. So this is the Steam version, but is it censored to the point where they just completely cut out the hentai scenes? If that's so, I'm gonna have to replay this with the R18 patch.
ご主人様、デリバリーの準備できました。確認お願いします。
I mean, Vanilla was encouraging them, so... Roger, give me a sec. Let's see, 2 shortcakes, 2 cheesecakes, 2 fruit tarts, 1 gâteau, 1 millefeuille, 1 Mont Blanc. Yep, it's the same as the sales invoice.
じゃあ褒めてください。なでなで。
Jesus. Okay, okay, pat pat. Okay then, be careful of cars and people, and come back safe and sound.
はーい、行ってきまーす。でも、あともう一つ忘れ物ですよ。
Oh god, she wants a kiss. Forgot what? There's nothing else. Yep.
行ってきますよ。
Chocolate?
照れてるご主人様も可愛いですよ。
Cute? Look, we can't be doing that in the bakery.
ショコラはご主人様の恋猫ですから。じゃあ気をつけて行ってきますね。
Chocolate?
へえ、ショコラちゃんって店長さんの恋猫だっけ？
Oh no! No. Well, you could say she was, so yes!
あれだけ素直で可愛ければ手も出しちゃうよね。
Well, I'm sorry. Can we stop with this, please?
別に照れることないじゃない。猫がパートナーってのも今時珍しくもないんだしね。その反応だと最近のことなの？恋猫になったのは。
I'm sorry, I'm not good with these types of conversations, so I'd appreciate it if...
店長さんがそんな照れ方するの珍しい。
Damn it, now my sister's gonna know.
じゃあ紅茶おかわりするからお話聞かせてよ。
Excuse me? Excuse me, customer? I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of work. Vanilla! Help me. Phew, they finally left. I don't have to reveal my sex secrets after all. We had a brief pause after those guests left. I'm not very good at talking about my romantic affairs like that. After all, since I was young, the only thing I've done has been making Japanese sweets. I was exhausted from trying to figure out how to respond to them.
ご主人、レジ系終わった。チェックして。
Hi. Yeah, got it, thanks. What are you so angry about, Vanilla?
そう見えるのはご主人に心当たりがあるから。
You're jealous. You wanted me to say, oh no, Chocolate's not the only one. I don't know why, so that's why I'm asking. Are you hungry or something? If you are, you can have a slice of cake.
ご主人は私を何だと思ってるの？ショコラじゃないんだから。
And just why are you bringing up Chocolate? She doesn't really get upset often. Aside from her desperately yelling, I'm hungry, sometimes.
強いて言えば、さっきご主人が鼻の下伸ばしてたのが微妙。ビヨーンって。
Hey, that's a false accusation. Just when was I oogling them?
ショコラがデリバリー行ってるちょっとの間に油断ならない。一回寝たくらいで猫の全部を手に入れた気になってるとか。
Okay, so it did cut out. It did just fade to black and fade out.
まさかご主人がエッチパティシエだとは思わなかった。
Don't say that, please. Please, Vanilla, never again. Never again, please. Vanilla folded her arms and snorted. Oh god, I have to say it. A horny pastry puffer, she says. There was an unpleasant sound to those words. Yeah, I'd say.
そもそも私たちという猫がいるのにデレデレと。
I got it. I'm not flirting, so it's okay. Actually, I'm really not very good at stuff like that.
そのやっつけ感に誠意を感じない負荷
It's just a misunderstanding. Please don't be mad.
怒ってない私はいつでも冷静な猫ってしぐれも言ってた
Your dark, stormy eyes say differently, Vanilla.
私を差し置いてショコラとイチャイチャな上にショコラを乗って遊んでるのが気に入らないだけ
And you watched it all, Joy. That, an angry, isn't that, an angry sound, though. It was a false accusation to say I was fooling around with Chocolate. Once I put everything Vanilla is saying together, it sure seems like you're jealous, huh? Sorry. I'll be more careful next time.
嫉妬じゃない正当な意見だと私はアピール
I got it. I'm sorry. I'll act with more restraint.
その面倒であしらってる感がまた
Geez, you can't win with you, huh? I got it. Okay. There. Vanilla puffed out her cheeks as I patted her on the head. Even Vanilla gets jealous, huh? I thought she was more carefree than this, though. I guess it's to be expected, since, despite always being together, Chocolate hasn't been paying much attention to her recently. I need to be more careful as their owner. Come to think of it,
何
are you in heat yet, Vanilla?
変態
No, that's not what I mean. I'm just concerned about your physical health, okay?
変態スケベエッチパティシエ
Well, I guess you're doing fine then. I really was honestly worried, though. Vanilla leveled a chilly glare at me while I was thinking that.
ネコパラ
Hey, Chocolate, mind watching the store for a bit?
はーいお任せ
Vanilla, I need your help in the kitchen.
私何かエッチな手伝いを強要される予感
Just what kind of hunch is that? It's to lighten things up. I thought I'd start to slowly teach you how to make a cake.
ああケーキ作りついにワンランク上の猫に
Hi, wrinkle up.
でもなんで私だけエロ目的
Can you stop it with that nonsense?
ちょっと気に入ってた反省はしてない
As always, she was quite the actress. There wasn't really a reason for her to regret anything, though. Well, in all seriousness, I have no qualms with Chocolate being a poster cat girl. But I don't think making cakes would suit her.
ショコラは多分ノリで作っちゃうもんね納得
Vanilla was the right cat girl for the job. It'd be great if she was interested, but it'll be fine, even if she messes up. So, well, that's how it is. I'll start by teaching you how to make some simple dough, okay?
よし来た教えてもらってあげるよろしくお願いしますご主人先生こり
It seems like she's more into it than I thought she'd be.
ご主人固め濃いめ油マシマシね
We don't have that kind of customization available.
やったら流行るかもしれないナイスアイディア
We don't make them one at a time, so it wouldn't work out. Enough about customizations. First, the basics.
はーいなんとなく頑張る
While she gave a half-hearted response, she measured out the ingredients very carefully, according to the recipe. She was quick to learn the names of the kitchen tools and how to use them, and remembered what I taught her without uttering a single complaint. You really take on things quickly, Vanilla. Honestly, You're a lot more skilled with your paws than I thought.
脳ある猫はぐうたらなのだよ、ご主人先生。
She puffed out her non-existent chest proudly. The chest on that uniform might be a too high level for Vanilla. Well, she picked it out herself, so I guess she didn't mind too much. Maybe she was trying to show off her slightly lacking chest. That trivial thought crossed my mind for a brief moment.
というか、しぐれにも物覚えいいって言われてた。
Is that so? First time I've heard that.
別にわざわざそんなことも話さないしね。ご主人も他人に突っ込まないタイプだし。
Now that you mention it, you're right. It was more like neither of us were the type to come up with snappy retorts. Vanilla also wasn't the type to talk about herself much either. I realized that I hadn't heard much about her.
私はそういうご主人の距離感嫌いじゃない。猫らしく自由にのんびりマイペースでいられるし。
She smiled with her usual tone of voice. If that's what makes Vanilla most comfortable, then I'm fine with that. That was without a doubt. It was without a doubt, yet... Do you dislike it when I bother you, Vanilla?
干渉？
She tilted her head to the side and blinked a few times in confusion. Furrowing her brow, she put a hand to her chin as she thought. Then she hit her palm with her fist and looked over at me.
なるほど。口説き文句。
You really need to quit it with these jokes of yours. I lightly bopped Vanilla on the head. She really can't handle serious topics, can she? I looked directly at Vanilla and returned to the topic at hand. I want to be closer to you, Vanilla.
近づきたい？今近いけど？
Not in the literal sense. What I mean is I want to know more about you and get along with you better. This time, I gently patted Vanilla on the head. As usual, she had her baffled expression on her face as she looked up at me. I'm fine with the distance between us right now. But I want to be a better owner, you know? That's why I want to know more about you. I want to understand you better, Vanilla. You're one of my precious cat girls after all, Vanilla.
ご主人。
Even with what happened to Chocola, I was concerned about Vanilla. Vanilla was right. I didn't know much about her at all. That's exactly why I wanted to know more. The three of us will be together from now on, after all. Oh, great. Now she's going into heat.
こういう真面目な空気は苦手。ご主人だってこんな硬いのとか苦手なくせに。
So Vanilla could be cute at times, too. She pouted as her cheeks became rosy. Vanilla mumbled as she looked up at me. Perhaps she really does have a low tolerance for serious matters. Well, I know it's a bit out of character for me, but I wanted to get that out in the open. At the very least, I wanted to tell you how I feel. As an unbefitting, wry smile came to my face, I faced Vanilla and spoke with my true feelings.
私まで手ごめにしようとしてる。
I told you that's not it.
わかってる。冗談。ご主人の気持ちちゃんと伝わったから大丈夫。
She was absolutely adorable. That true smile. This level of honesty she normally didn't show me was making my heart skip a beat. No. I'm having a serious discussion here. This isn't the time to be thinking about how cute Vanilla was. Oh, great.
あれこの匂い。
What is it, Vanilla?
なんか
Chocola!
甘い匂い。
Vanilla?
すごい。
Hey, Earth to Vanilla? You're really close. I say close, but it was more like she was stuck onto me. Vanilla buried her face in my chest and continued to sniff.
すごく濃ゆい甘い匂い。これ、頭がトローンってして、ふにゃーって。こっちの方からもっと。ご主人。
She looked up and pushed her face against my neck. I could feel her body and lips pressed against me, as Vanilla's sweet scent and softness flowed throughout my entire body. Ugh. Wait, Vanilla!
違う、今のはフレーメン反応。
I don't think you were making a stinky face. Huh? Did you say Flemin response?
フレーメン反応、間違いなくフレーメン。
Well, let's just leave it at Flemin response then.
よろしい。では私は通常業務に戻ります。
Sure. I left it at that.
ネコパラ。ありがとうございました。ご主人様、ゴロゴロしてください。ゴロゴロ。
Hey, I told you, not during work.
今はお客さんいないから大丈夫ですよ。ちょっとでいいんです。
Alright, just a bit, okay?
ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。よーし、充電バッチリ完了です。じゃあショコラはゴミ捨て行ってきますね。
Oh, goodness. Bless me. Sheesh, what a handful. What is it, Vanilla?
ご主人の顔の緩み具合を計測中。ピピピ。判定。ダルダルド。ブルドッグ。
What's that supposed to mean? I can clearly sense the spite in that evaluation. You were watching the whole time, weren't you?
見てない。私は真面目に仕事してた。
I wasn't saying you were slacking off or anything. Hi, Jingles.
見てない。ご主人は自意識過剰だと思う。
No, I mean... Never mind. It was obvious that she was staring at me the whole time. Was this some sort of new rebellious phase of hers? I'm not sure cat girls even have rebellious phases, though. Anyways, total sales for today is... Vanilla headed towards the register, paying me no heed. Vanilla? Oh, hi. At least their heats only last for like a day if you take care of them. It's not like a week with other cats, with real cats. Vanilla?
ご主人、なんで私に背中を押し付けてるの？
Ah, yes, twins. The same reactions. Wait. You're the one who's pressed against me.
私が？ご主人に？
Vanilla tilted her head with a perplexed look on her face. I've seen this reaction before. Seems similar to something that had just happened yesterday. Vanilla, could it be that you're...
私、
Chocolate is taking it out right now. Okay, bye. This was how Chocolate behaved yesterday. Could it be Vanilla is in heat? The two of them were twins. It wouldn't be strange if they were going through the same stage. It isn't at the same level as Chocolate was yesterday, though. In any case, I'll just observe what she does a bit longer. Thank you, Chocolate. Pachi, pachi, pachi. I can just pay you in pets and praise. Alright, you did well. Pachi, pachi. Chocolate. Chocolate is as energetic as ever. That's definitely true. Are you alright, Vanilla? Well, like, how are you feeling? I see. That's good. Well, she seemed the same as usual. Chocolate would get visibly dizzy when she was in heat. So I guess Vanilla wasn't in heat after all. I'll be done cleaning up the kitchen shortly. Vanilla, go and help Chocolate. Vanilla? Hey, Vanilla? She came up and embraced me from the front, and rubbed her cheek up against mine, speaking in a sweet voice. Hey, Vanilla, calm down, okay? No, enough of that. No, when you were studying for the Bell exam, I saw an actual Flemen face. Besides, you were the one that said it wasn't good for your health to hold in your urges while in heat. It's not something to be embarrassed about. I argued with Vanilla. Was being in heat something to be embarrassed about? I didn't think catgirls felt shame, though. Hello, Chocolate. Ah, Chocolate. Chocolate's lips and tongue crept along the nape of Vanilla's neck. With each wet, sticky sound, Vanilla's body twitched. Hey, Chocolate. Okay.
猫同士でごまかせるわけないでしょ。ほら、体中からこんなに甘い匂いさせて。ショコラ。それにバニラとはずっと一緒にいるんだから。バニラだってショコラのこと分かったんでしょ。ショコラ。
At a loss for words, Vanilla cast her eyes downwards. She blushed, breathing in shallow, quick breaths. She was gripping her shoulders as if she were trying to hold something back. Vanilla, is she right? As her owner, I asked Vanilla once more. She looked at me with troubled, upturned eyes. She answered me hesitantly, by bowing her head very slightly. So you really were, after all. I did feel it was rather strange, but if that was the case, then Vanilla really does need to be relieved. Vanilla's health will be affected if I don't do something. So that meant I'd have to do the same to her as I did with Chocola. No. Even if I am her owner, that wouldn't be the way to... I suddenly gulped. I was unable to find the right words to say. Yeah. Can we not do it in the kitchen, please? As I was entranced by the two cat girls in front of my eyes. She looked over at me, hoping I'd cut in and rescue her. She's only convinced when Chocola's in the equation. Vanilla's pure white throat gulped. Ever since Vanilla went into heat, she'd become pretty wild. I gulped, just like Vanilla had. Weird stuff, you say. Blushing, she looked away. Her gaze darted around even more than before, as she stole small glances of me. The two of them were still intertwined together. Chocolate looked over towards me naughtily. What do you mean, how about you? How I feel? Of course, Vanilla is a precious cat girl of mine too. So as long as it's fine with Vanilla, I wouldn't be.
ご主人。
She looked at me with ever so slightly dewy looking eyes, and then looked away, blushing. After taking a big breath, she looked at me in the eye once again.
ショコラも一緒で、相手がご主人なら、そういうことも嫌じゃない。
Vanilla.
ご主人は私なんかでもいいの？
はい!
私はショコラみたいに可愛くないし。
Don't be silly. There's no way you're not cute. I might be your owner, but more than that, you're my precious cat girl. I told you that, didn't I?
言ってたね。
She smiled awkwardly, tilting her head. She looked up at me modestly with upturned eyes, as she twiddled her fingers together. Kawaii!
私の面倒もちゃんと見てほしい。
Shit.
ご主人様。ほら、ご主人。
Wait, they're in my room now.
ご主人様。ゴロゴロゴロ。ご主人。ほら。
As they let out sleepy breaths. Yeah! Vanilla went into heat, so I had to take care of her. And the two of them rested their cheeks against my body. I petted both of their heads, each with one hand, and looked up at the ceiling with my mouth still slightly agape. It's a big bed, but I never thought it would actually be useful in this way, too. And here we were, sleeping right next to each other like a big family. I murmured that aloud, never thinking this could have happened. I can't make an excuse about me just going along with it now. From the start, I never intended to make excuses for this, though. As I felt their softness and warmth throughout my body, I pet the two cat girls I honestly cherished.
ご主人様。バニラ。ご主人様とバニラとショコラ。みんな大好きで、ずっと一緒ですね。
Yeah, that's right. Always together. The two of them going meow meow in their sleep made me burst out laughing. It was a lot different from what I was expecting, though. Leaving home by myself, becoming independent, taking up all the joys and hardships by myself. Or so I'd thought. I really thought I'd be living all by myself from now on. I'm pretty lucky, having precious partners I can connect deeply with like this. Sometimes they'd make things difficult for me, like when they make mistakes. But in the end, they're cat girls that support both me and the store the best they can. Even though we haven't been together that long. 9 months, mind you! 9 months! I couldn't imagine a moment without chocolate and vanilla.
ご主人様。ショコラも幸せです。
Going into heat at 9 months. Whew.
ご主人。バニラも今が幸せ。
Yeah, I am too. Thanks. I kissed both of them gently as they murmured in their sleep, and closed my eyes and drifted off. Uh-oh. Was I manipulated? God damn it! Damn it, now my sister's judging me! Shigure, the first guest of the morning, said that with a straight face, like it was obvious, and sipped her tea. Huh? But I've really heard that before. Come to think of it, I seem to remember seeing that before. I had never seen them doing stuff in the house. No, being female, there was no way for Shigure to do that with them. But Vanilla told me they'd get sick from being in heat. Right, Vanilla? Excuse me while I sip my tea and glare at my sister. So you're the one who told them. How about I give you a noogie? You can't just more importantly your way around this, you worthless little sister. She doesn't seem to regret anything. Well, I wasn't that angry at her anyway. It seemed as if Shigure was able to see through a lot of aspects of me. Mainly my shame, embarrassment, resentments in particular. Karate chop! Karate chop! Don't be dumb. As Shigure sought my lips, I flicked her on the forehead. It's bad enough that we have twins doing this shit together. Granted, they're cat girls, but still. And then there's you, with a brother complex. Quite easily. I was genuinely worried for their health, and you forced them into this. You manipulated them. Don't say that and make it sound like we've kissed before. Shigure put her hands on her hips and puffed out her cheeks. It was really hard to get her jokes. Sometimes, as her older brother, I wondered if it's really safe for her to go outside on her own. Even more so because she's a heck of a cute little sister. The two cat girls combed each other's hair, still half asleep. Shigure gazed at them as if they were her own lovely children. Because they're only 9 months old! Well, in its own way. She giggled as if she could see exactly how I truly felt. I did have a bit of uncalled for pride, just because I was a little older than her. Allow me to look into the office camera again. You look like you're 12! Come on now, I couldn't do such things to my little sister. You're always saying silly stuff like that.
いつまでも子供扱いして。
I rubbed Shigure's head, messing up her hair. She grimaced and scowled at me.
しぐれは本気ですからね。兄様のためでしたら何でもするのですから。
Yeah, I get it. Thanks. Take this, and that too.
もう兄様、くしゃくしゃしちゃダメですってば。
She fixed her hair by patting it down. Yep, she was the same old cute little sister.
でも兄様の雰囲気がとても優しくなりました。やはり家を出てよかったのでしょうね。しぐれは少しだけ寂しく思いますが。
With a slightly lower tone in her voice, she smiled, a somewhat sad and troubled smile. I've caused a lot of problems for you in the past. When I wasn't able to get along with Dad. When I practiced my baking in secret. When I left without saying anything. Even after she had realized, she pretended she didn't. She even secretly helped box up chocolate and vanilla too. It's hard to imagine that Shigure is my little sister, given how bright she is. I'll take good care of chocolate and vanilla, so you don't need to worry. Come over whenever you want. I rested my hand on Shigure's cheek, filling it with my feelings of appreciation.
はい、ありがとうございます。兄様。
Shigure's response with a soft smile and by leaning her cheek against my hand. I could feel the softness and affection of my small little sister passing through the palm of my hand as warmth.
ご主人様、お仕事の準備バッチリできました。戦闘準備完璧。寝癖一つなし。
Oh, roger that! Sorry, Shigure. I need to do a little bit of preparation to open the store.
いえいえ、朝から押しかけてしまったのは私の方ですから。今日も一日頑張ってくださいね、兄様。
Yep, you can just take it easy.
ショコラも行ってきます。また後でね、しぐれちゃん。私も労働してくる。しぐれ、また後で。はい、行ってらっしゃいませ。 これでいろいろと丸く収まったかな。
After being sure everyone had gone down to the bakery to work, Shigure sat on the living room sofa and muttered to herself.
それにしてもショコラとバニラが兄様の恋猫か。娘に思い人を取られてしまった気分ね。
Those cat girls were once just little babies, are all ready. Knowing she had done it to herself, she couldn't help but let out an ironic laugh.
私も叶わない思いなど諦めて、そろそろ兄離れをしないといけないのかもね。
As if to ask her yearning heart for the impossible, as if to confess to the person she loved who was just nearby, she whispered it out once more. At least, instead of me, I can entrust my feelings to those cat girls, instead of a girl I don't know. I'm okay with always staying by his side, as his little sister. Breathing deeply to calm her prickling, pained heart, she closed her eyes and leaned back on the sofa.
よし、じゃあまずは兄様のお洗濯物でも片付けてあげることにしましょうか。
She leapt off the sofa, giving both her cheeks a quick slap, and looked out the window.
ネコパラ。
Nande, is this not the end? Is this the end? Seems like the end. Two cat girls in love.
いやー、めっちゃ高いですよ、ご主人様。
Ah, yes, a date.
人がゴミの用途はよく言ったものだと思う。ね、ご主人。
Yeah, I guess.
どうしたんですか？そんな青い顔して。顔がさつまいもみたいな色してる。
I'm not good with roller coasters. Really, I guess it must be.
いつもならさつまいもは青くねえよとか突っ込んでくれるのに。今のご主人はノリが悪い。一言で言うと寒い。
No, it's not that I'm being cold, okay? We near the peak of Hayakajima Sea Paradise's main attraction, blue falling. All around us was sky, sky, and more sky. The safety and security of Earth was far, far away. Dare to experience the nation's highest freefall at 107 meters, they say. And when they do, they're not kidding. Forced to get on the ride because of their whining, I was now faced with the most extreme threat to my life ever. Actually, how can you two be so calm? Oh no, the sound went out!
猫は高いところに登ると比例してテンション上がる。
Oh well, it's just the BGM.
まさに今の私たちのテンションは地上107メートル。
But it's the fall that scares you. Isn't that just because you guys like high places? I wasn't even able to say only fools and smoke like high places. I could only quiver as I was overtaken by more fear the higher we climbed. Then, that merciless sound coming from the motor that seemed to go on forever suddenly stopped.
3, 2, 1.
I actually like the free fall rides. I don't like roller coasters because I always get like slammed around by them. But the free falls are nice.
Bye bye.
Ah! Oh god, roller coaster, please no.
ご主人が泣いて叫ぶ。
Yes. The merry-go-round.
キラキラ、めっちゃキラキラで楽しいにゃ。はいどはいど。これは地味に楽しい。この単調な上下がものすごい癖になる。ご主人様、どうしたんですか？まさかこの速度でも怖い。
Chigaoyo. No, it's just a bit embarrassing being this old and this, It's just a ride, calm down, it won't kill you.
猫はビビリレベルマックスになると動けなくなる。あと猫として大事な尊厳とか他にもいろいろなものが漏れそう。
Please don't use the bathroom on yourselves. Hold on, there's an emergency exit over there. Hold on until then.
私は最後まで勇敢な猫であったとしぐれに。
What was that arc just now? Don't give up. Hey, Vanilla.
ご主人様、次あれ、次あの回るやつ乗りましょう。にゃーにゃー、あのすごい速いのもいい。落ちるのももう一回。
Yay, the dropping one! I'm okay with haunted houses, but I have to, like, keep my hands a hold of someone, or otherwise I will punch the actors. I've done it before, and it's horrible. I hate it. So I just clasp my hands around someone's shirt or their hand, and then I just laugh at the actors. Because if I release my hands, I will get scared and I will punch. Wait, let me rest, really. Seriously. Lightheaded, I sat on the bench, feeling groggy. To think amusement parks could pack this much punch.
ご主人様、せっかくのデートなのに情けないですよ。
I'm only human. I don't have as much energy as you kittens.
そうだそうだ。せっかくお店休みにして遊びに来たのに。
I know, I get it. Just give me a second.
もうしょうがないですにゃ。でもショコラは理解のある恋猫なので許してあげます。別に私はショコラだけでもいいけど、ご主人を待ってあげる。もうバニラは素直じゃないんだから。今朝だって一緒に一生懸命おめかししてたくせにくぬくぬ。
And you two certainly went all out.
違う。新しい服初めてだから、ちょっとだけ着るのに苦労しただけ。
Vanilla wasn't pleased with having her cheek poked. Well, that's just what she's saying. Her tail was sticking straight up all the time at home, though. According to what Chocolate said, she had to be really careful not to do that while out today, otherwise her tail would lift up the back of her skirt. That's not the sort of thing we humans would ever have to worry about, though. Those clothes look good on both of you.
本当ですか？やったー。ご主人様が遊園地に連れて行ってくれるって言ったら、しぐれちゃんがプレゼントしてくれたのです。これ、私もすごくお気に入り。だから褒めてもらえるとちょっとだけ嬉しい。
She spun around and showed me her back. The white clothes sparkled in the sunshine. It was very cute. Seeing them all dressed up made the day even more special. Not that Vanilla would ever admit she felt that way. Yeah, they look good. I said it one more time.
ご主人様にも可愛いって言ってもらえて嬉しいにゃ。
Oh yeah, so that's also why I probably won't do horror games very often. Because I have punched my computer screen before because of a jump scare. So yeah, don't expect many horror games, if any.
バニラも嬉しいんでしょ？にひひ。まあ、それなりには。にゃー、照れちゃって、ほっぺツンツン。
The two fluttered about as they teased each other. Seeing how happy Chocolate and Vanilla were made me glad I took the day off, even if it was inconvenient.
でも、お店忙しいのにお休みなんていいんですか？
Can't overwork my cat girls.
ご主人、最近疲れてると思うけど。
Or myself. That's right. I've been a bit tired lately, so we've come here for a bit of fun. You guys don't need to worry about anything. Just go be cat girls and enjoy yourselves. The two of them looked into my eyes worriedly, so I messed with their hair.
ご主人様、わしゃわしゃしちゃダメですってば。にゃ、せっかくセットしたのにボーバーちゃう。
You two look cute anyways.
ママ見て、百景島の猫ちゃんだ。かわいい。ねえねえお兄さん、写真撮ってもいいですか？
Hi, and here's a business card to my bakery. Oh no, these aren't Hayakajima's cat girls.
すみません。うちの娘が大変失礼を。ほらダメでしょ。この猫ちゃんたちは遊園地の猫ちゃんじゃないのよ。いいよ、写真撮ろう。せっかくだし一緒に撮ろっか。あ、でもさっ きご主人にくしゃくしゃされたからちょっとかがみたいの。
Vanilla, you look fine.
いいですか？でも
The hesitant mother looked over towards me. I don't mind at all. They say they want to too.
可愛いって言ってくれたし、写真くらいなんでもないです。
Yeah, take pictures of cute people you find on the street.
しぐれにも記念写メ送らないと。ご主人も携帯で撮って。
So that's how it is. Could I have you take a picture for us too?
はい、そういうことでしたらお言葉に甘えさせていただいて。はい、ありがとう猫ちゃんたち。じゃあママの電話貸して、いっぱい撮ってもらう。ほら、もっとこっち寄らないと一緒に写らないよ。おいでおいで。
Hi, hi.
じゃあ私は抱っこサービスしてあげちゃう。
I love Vanilla's nail polish.
力も
That's such a good color.
お、いいねいいね。じゃあどんどん取っちゃう。はい、チーズ。
Cheese.
じゃあ次は私が取ってあげちゃうね。マスコミ系超連射。
What an unexpected scene. For me, Chocolate and Vanilla were still like children. But I suppose even cat girls might have maternal instincts like human women would do. It was adorable seeing them play with a child. They're acting more big sister-like than usual.
ご主人もちゃんと取って。今日のメモリー。そうですよ。今日はショコラたちにとって記念すべき日なんですから。
Yeah, yeah. Say cheese.
うわー、なんかすごい適当感。取るときにもっと愛情込めてほしいです。そういうやっつけよくない。めっちゃよくない。被写体の気持ちを考えないといい写真は撮れないと聞き及ぶ。
I'm taking more. Smile, smile.
ご主人様、もっと愛が欲しいのです。ご主人は女心が全く分かってない。私たちは誠にいかん。
Their pouty faces were so cute that I kept provoking them intentionally. How wonderfully sweet this moment was. I must be in pretty good spirits myself if I was thinking that.
猫ちゃんたちの拗ねた顔も可愛い。
This girl gets it!
にゃ、こんなところ取っちゃダメにゃってば。なんという油断。猫肖像権に抵触にゃ。可愛いから大丈夫だよ。ほら、チーズチーズ。だから今はダメにゃって言ってるのに。
Cheese!
必殺猫スマイル。
Me pa!
かわいい。目線こっちで。大事なデートの時間をお邪魔しちゃってすみません。どうもありがとうございました。ではバイバイ猫ちゃんたち、ありがとう。にゃー、楽しかったにゃー。多少の恥ずかしめも受けたけど、まあ結果オーライ。小さな子ってやっぱり可愛いよね。子供の無邪気さには猫でも勝てない。
So this does look like a date after all. I thought about that again as I texted the photo to Shigure. Of course, there was no doubt that this was a date. No, if I say it like that, it sounds kind of negative. Yeah, if I were to say it flat out. Thinking about how others might view this makes me feel a little bit bashful. Well, I'm well aware that it's a bit weird for me to be thinking about how wonderful things are.
にゃんにゃん、ご主人様。ニヤニヤしてないで次行きましょう。次。
Huh? Am I grinning?
ニマニマしてた。なんていうか、恵比寿顔。エロっぽい感じでもあ
Vanilla, please. Lewd! It's not like that at all!
そんな照れなくてもいいじゃないですか。ご主人がエロいことなんて知ってるし。
You two are plenty perverted yourselves, you know.
そうですにゃ。否定はできないですにゃ。ペットは主人に似るって言うから仕方ないね。
With full smiles, the two of them wrapped themselves around my arms. I couldn't escape it, even if I tried. So catgirls change as they grow up too. I tried to hide the face I was making, as I thought that. But if I stopped thinking about it, it'd come back again.
友同士でいいじゃないですか。じゃあ次はちょっとゆったりしたのにしましょうか。
Ice cream?
まだまだお昼過ぎ。時間もあることだしね。今日は疲れたなんて言わせない。
Then you guys don't get to either. I set aside this day just for you guys, after all.
いやー、ご主人様頼もしい。強気なご主人だにゃ。レッツゴーゴー。
My spirits were just as high as theirs. With each one wrapped around an arm, the three of us headed deeper into the amusement park. Look at the aquarium! Oh, I want to go to an aquarium! I haven't been to an aquarium in forever. I love aquariums. I'm not very good at swimming, so I love aquariums because I get to see things I don't usually get to see. Almost as white as your hair. Hey, if you two don't watch where you're going, you'll trip. Would they have a whale shark in a tank? I don't know about that. Maybe a really big aquarium. I haven't been to a big aquarium before. But I would like a Jinbei plush. That'd be really cute. That's okay. You'll be its buddy. My warnings went completely ignored as their gleaming eyes looked around the aquarium. Shining rays of sun beamed down from directly overhead, making a mystical sheen spread throughout the surrounding scenery. It was promoted as a walk in the sea, and that's what it really was. It really was like we were walking right through the middle of the sea. Let's see, the information sign says it's a green chromis. But what about a yellowtail? You really don't need to remember that, I thought, smiling as I watched over the two overjoyed cat girls. Please don't start frisking me. Yeah, it's because you two worked hard and got your bells. What good girls. The gold and silver bells jingled, almost as if in response. Who knew they'd be this happy? I should have taken them here sooner. With how busy the store was, this really wasn't the best timing. But I didn't have many other choices.
見て見てご主人様、バニラ。マグロだよ、マグロ。いっぱい泳いできた。大きい。すごい。圧巻。超速い。
Yeah, it's quite a view. I need to work hard for chocolate and vanilla's sake from now on too, though. No, rather, I want to work hard for them. I honestly felt that.
すごい元気で新鮮で美味しそう。
Oh, jeez.
大トロいっぱい。よだれ出てくる。
They did fail that test. Don't blurt out cat-like things like that, okay? They are still cats after all. I wiped their mouths with a tissue as I thought that.
楽しかったにゃー。こういう落ち着いたのもデートっぽくていいですにゃ。水族館超最高だった。
I'll bring you here again soon. That way, you don't think of doing anything dangerous either. I gave Vanilla a light bop on her daydreaming cheeks. You're not serious about that, right? Right?
ご主人様、ちょっとトイレ行ってきていいですか？じゃあ私も一緒に行く。
Okay, I'll wait here then.
はーい、お願いします。ご主人、お願い。
Yeah, no rush. We're here all day. I took their things and watched them head off. The restroom looked pretty busy just now. I wonder if they're waiting on a bench somewhere. I looked around, searching the benches.
ぬいぐるみ好きなんですか？
She was holding some balloons decorated with drawings of Hayakojima in her hand. She had Hayakojima's logo printed on her uniform shirt.
白イルカとジンベエザメ持ってるから。
She pointed at the stuffed animals I was holding onto for Vanilla and Chocola. Oh, these aren't mine. They belong to my cat girls.
ああ、すみません。見てましたから。猫ちゃんたちがぬいぐるみ好きなんですかって勘違いさせちゃってすみません。
With an inviting smile, much suiting an amusement park staffer, she bowed her head slightly.
僕可愛い猫ちゃんたちでしたね。恋猫ちゃんですか？
They're like girlfriends. Well, I guess they are?
照れなくてもいいじゃないですか。
Well, it's just kind of new for me. I cringed. She hit the nail on the head. I felt I should be more straight up about it. But I really can't just stop being bashful about it overnight.
鼻に懐いててちゃんと鈴も取らせてあげて。立派な飼い主さん。いえ、素敵な彼氏さんですね。
That'd be nice if I could live up to that. I think it's more the fact they're such good cat girls.
大丈夫ですよ、心配しなくても。あんなに慕われてるんですから、もっと自信持っていいと思いますよ。実は私も家で猫飼ってるんです。これがまた全然言うこと聞かないんですけどね。
She gave a troubled smile as she tilted her head. Her smile showed how much she cared for her cat girl.
だから親近感が湧いて思わず声かけちゃいました。本当は来園者に一つなんですけど、サービスで風船2個あげちゃいますね。ぜひ猫ちゃんたちにあげてください。
I grabbed the balloon's strings as she offered them to me. Thank you very much. I'm sure they'll love them.
はい、喜ばせてあげてください。じゃあ私はこれで失礼しますね。
They really are cat companions, huh? I said it again. It felt a bit surprising this time, though. But I need to be more open about it. That way, the next time something like this happens, I can answer proudly. This is probably one of those things Shigure always refers to when she says that I should puff out my chest. Well, I can't really change the way I am. Huh? Hmm?
にゃー、ほんの少しトイレに行ってただけなのに、もう他の
The sound. It went out again.
男の人は浮気はオスの本能だって開き直って
Vanilla, please.
バニラ悲しい、ショコラは悲しい。
We were just talking about cat girls as owners. Oh, Vanilla doesn't get a line. Whoops.
帰ったらご主人のパンツに練りわさびと練りからし
Vanilla, please, no.
でもそれでご主人様の男の子が立たなくなっちゃったらショコラも困るし。でも浮気は恋猫として厳罰を持って怒らないと。都合のいい猫になっちゃダメってテレビでやってた。ショコラにはそんなことできないよ。所詮ショコラは都合のいい猫がお似合いなのね。
You two are such a pain to deal with sometimes. Talking about crazy things from such an obvious misunderstanding and everything. Even going as far as to say they were going to booby-trap my underwear now. Vanilla thinks up some really nasty stuff. Anyways, I better clear up this misunderstanding first, I said to myself, exasperated. I headed over towards Chocola, who was still crying into her hands. Chocola, you're gonna mess up your makeup.
Nekopara.
There's more? Hey, Chocola, Vanilla, the bath's ready. Alright, do I have to use... Hey, Chocola, Vanilla. They're all tuckered out. I guess they were playing all day after all. I looked at their sleeping faces while they snored away on the sofa. I haven't had much time for them up until now, huh? I knew that they were more attached to me than Shigure, but for the past few months, I've been getting ready to move. I was so focused on myself that I didn't have time to play with them. I'm really surprised things have gone this far. When I first took them home, I had never imagined any of this happening. Owning my own shop one day, and having these two follow after me, and then ending up in this sort of relationship with them. But thanks to them, every day is fun. I place my hand gently on their precious cheeks. I finished all the preparations for tomorrow. It's fine. Just go back to sleep. I patted the heads of my two sleepy cat girls. I sat them back down on the sofas as they tried to get up. With a kind and gentle smile, they lowered their gazes as if savoring their bliss. Hi, hi. Chocolate and Vanilla laid their heads on my shoulder. After touching my cheeks with their soft lips, I had a lot of fun too. Thanks. I gave each of them a kiss on the forehead.
本当に大好きです。ご主人様のこと。こうしてもらってるだけですごくドキドキして胸が温かくなって、そのご主人様、わかる。すごく胸がドキドキして、その
Oh, great, they're in heat again.
文字する
I was pressed between two sets of sultry eyes. I'm not so oblivious that I didn't know what they were getting at. Still in heat, huh? They both shook their heads silently.
今は発情期は関係ないです。ご主人様が好きで、好きだからエッチしたいって思うんです。鈴のテストで人は恥じらいを持たなくちゃダメって教えてもらいましたけど、これってダメなことですか
Chocola.
発情期の時は体が無理やりエッチな感じになるけど、今は心が体をエッチにしてる感じ。好きな人とのデートなら最後はエッチするって聞いた。ご主人は私たちのこと好きでしょ
We spent all day at an amusement park and an aquarium, and you still want to go at it? I'm fucking exhausted. Vanilla. She spoke smoothly, as she lured me in with her soft and sensual gaze. Do you really think you need to even ask at this point? I love both of you. Onto their small, thin lips, I then placed a lover's kiss.
ご主人様らしいですね。素直じゃないくせにキザだから。
They both embraced me tightly in satisfaction.
じゃあ今日はショコラたちにさせてくださいね。今日のお返しいっぱいしてあげる。ご主人、ちゃんと満足してくれた？デートの最後までショコラたち飼い猫らしくできましたか？
Yeah, both chocolate and vanilla were very cute. There, there.
これならよかったです。ご主人が満足なら。
Mostly talking in their sleep, they purred and rubbed their cheeks against me, as I also drifted off into slumber. I continued to pet them gently on the head. We'll take a bath together tomorrow when we wake up. I'll wash your hair and bodies and clean you both up.
嬉しいです。一緒にお風呂。髪もちゃんと乾かしてほしいにゃ。
Yeah, of course. I'll brush it too.
ご主人様に大事にしてもらえるの嬉しいにゃ。猫以上に飼い猫の幸せ。
As mumbles spilled from their lips, their voices trailed off, making it sound like they were talking in their sleep. I gently embraced both of their heads, whispering into their ears with all my heart. Let's do our best together, the three of us.
はい、ご主人様とショコラとバニラで、きっと楽しくて幸せだね。
Yeah, we'll have fun, and we'll be so happy. I made that promise to my beloved cat companions. At some point, I melted into this blissful moment and drifted off to sleep. When does this game end? Ugh. Ugh. My ears hurt from my headphones. Jeez. After 3 times, you think the game would have ended by now. Yeah, I've done it 3 times. At an amusement park and an aquarium. And, you know, preparing for my bakery for months, having to deal with cat girls for months. No wonder I fucking am tired. Sitting next to the bed, Shigure let out a big sigh. You fucking wore me out, you cat girls. Not quite. For the record, it's not what you two are thinking. Ecchi. Ecchi. Just let me rest in my frilly pink princess bed. Wait a minute. What was that little casual remark just now? Just why did you bring that fatty tuna with you? She is clearly ready for everything. The 2 drooling cat girls behind her were ready for everything and anything too. Do I have no choice but to stop hiding things from Shigure? Hey, don't make a fuss just because I can't get up. I'm not going to close the shop just because I'm a little dizzy. We're at a crucial time with our clientele increasing and all. Of course, you had to say that. We're not even married, we're just cat companions. She was angry. Shigure was clearly angry. From my experience, Shigure was at her most upset when she smiled when angry. Even the cat girls themselves seemed pretty serious too. You guys say the scariest things sometimes. She said that without missing a beat, smiling as usual. Please stop with jokes like that. I guess.
けますね。それとも救急車で無理やりがお望みですか？
No, no, not the $1,000 bill. I can't afford that. At my vague reply, her face started getting closer and closer. The pressure from her smile was terrifying. At this point, I didn't seem to have a choice. Got it. I'll be a good boy and get some sleep. That's definitely better than being hospitalized.
はい、素直な兄様は好きですよ。素直でない兄様もそれはそれでいいのですが。
Cut it out. I already said I'd be good and get some sleep. Shigure gave a satisfied nod at my answer. At least for today, I'd give in. Plus, it was true I couldn't work like this.
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？ご主人、大丈夫？
Yeah, I'm fine. There's no point in making this much of a fuss.
そうなんで。それならよく。
Great.
違うんですよ。これは猫の習性で。飼い主が苦しいときは伸びとかあくびをしてリラックスを
Ah, yes, your purring shall heal my body. Well, I wasn't gonna say anything. Don't worry about it. Their long strings of yawns were surreal. I guess it was pretty calming. I felt some muscles loosening up. It was like some sort of tension was draining for me.
ではショコラ、バニラ、お店の閉店お願いね。はい、任せてくる。
Shigure?
通常業務なら
Please make sure they close up properly.
猫も面白い習性があるものですよね。
It's easy to remember that cat girls really are just cats when you live with them.
まあ、一緒に暮らしてだなんて赤裸々な。
Lay off, would you?
あら、突っ込む元気もないと？いろんな意味で。
You're so persistent.
兄様への愛のゆえです。
I really can't understand her definition of love. It's been like this ever since she was born.
さて、冗談はこれくらいにして、どうしてこんなになるまで我慢していたのですか？ご自分の体調など、ご自分が一番わかっていらしたでしょうに。
You said it yourself, that if you get too tired, you don't notice it, right?
そうなる前に気づいてたはずです。はぐらかさないでください。
She sat up straight and stared at me intensely. We waited in silence for a while, yet she still stared at me without budging an inch. Seeing her persistence, I decided to give in and surrendered with a sigh. It's because I thought that I had to work harder, I murmured, leaning my head back on the pillow and looking at the ceiling. Recently, I went on a date with Chocolate and Vanilla. It was then that it struck me that they're not just pets, but family, lovers even. So I didn't want them to have to work hard because of my choice to leave home.
それで無理して倒れては元の木阿弥でしょうに。
Well, it's your own fault our clientele increased so much.
あら、何のことでしょう？
I decided not to press further. Shigure smiled slightly and tilted her head in response. If she was going to address that issue honestly, she would have already done so by now. That's how Shigure had always been.
兄様のおっしゃることもわかりますが、でも猫は賢い子たちですから、人間の家族にもパートナーにもなれるくらいに。だからこそ。
She took a deep breath and looked at me with a kind of troubled smile.
自分にも頼ってもらえないのは、寂しいことだと思いますよ。
Her smile stabbed at my heart. Those were words that chocolate and vanilla would say about me. Now, I'm sure these were Shigure's words too. Her smile pierced me, and my words were trapped in my throat.
でもその痩せ我慢が兄様のいいところでもあるのですが
I wish you'd say that I'm worthy of being relied upon.
過労で倒れてしまうような方に頼りがいはないと思いますよ兄様は昔から何でも一人で抱え込んでしまうのですから
She spoke as if she were indulging a child's tantrum. Sitting next to me, she placed her small hand on my cheek and ever so slightly closed her eyes. Her slender, small hand's warmth was so gentle and loving. The stiffness in my shoulders seemed to melt away.
すみません兄様電話が
She looked at her phone and furrowed her brows. When Shigure sat there motionlessly, I could pretty much figure out who it was. It's from home, right? You should answer.
要件など出ずともわかります行き先を告げずに出てきたので
The cell phone in Shigure's hand stopped ringing. Shigure fell silent and gripped the cell phone tightly.
私がまだ年端もいかぬ女だからですかそれとも世間知らずの子供だからですかだから私はお父様とお母様の言うことに従わねばならないのでしょうか私はここにいたいのです兄様が苦しまれてる時くらいせめておそばにいるだけでも妹として家族としておそばにいることも許されないことなのでしょうか
She spoke in a lonely, frustrated voice, with her face downturned. Her voice sounded soft, but was filled with a firm desire. You're so silly, Shigure. Who cares whether you're allowed to or not?
兄様
I sat up and wrapped my arms around Shigure's shoulders. Shigure let herself rest her head on my chest. I promised I'd look after myself, and I will. Plus, chocolate and vanilla are here, so the three of us will be fine. You said that earlier yourself, remember? I whispered, as gently as I could, near Shigure's ear. For her to be so attached to me, it honestly made me feel really happy. That was exactly why. I didn't want Shigure to be as clumsy as I was. The fact that Shigure was still a child, and that she still needed that family of ours. She didn't need me leading her astray. If they find out that you came here, you'd never be able to come back, right? I couldn't bear it if that happened.
それは本当ですか
Of course. Why would I lie about that?
兄様らしい説得の仕方ですね
Her small shoulders shook happily. I probably didn't have to tell my precious, precocious little sister, but she still gave a small nod at my words.
その代わりまた明日も来ますからね兄様の面倒を見れる人はもう私だけなのですから
Okay, just please don't go overboard. She hugged me tighter and placed her cheek on my chest. Shigure was the same as chocolate and vanilla. Keeping those words to myself, I hugged her back.
にゃーしぐれちゃんがご主人様とイチャイチャしてる
We're brother and sister!
私たちに片付けをさせておいてなんたる不始末これも妹の特権なのですよ兄様ガラガラガラいやー私もガラガラするご主人様ガラガラ
から。
私もこのビッグウェーブに乗らざるを得ない。さあご主人、ゴロゴロしてたの？
Hey, wait. The three of you at once is too heavy. So heavy.
女性に重いとは失礼ですよ、兄様。比較的みんな軽いはずだから大丈夫。
300 pounds is not okay.
それは愛の重さですよ。だから我慢です、ご主人様。
Wait, I'm the sick person here. The weight of the love from the three of them gave no mercy.
ネコパラ。それでは頼みましたよ。ショコラ、バニラ。大丈夫です。任せてください。鈴持ちの猫が2匹もいるからもう満体。そうですね。頼りにしてます。では、兄様。また明日に。
Yeah, sorry I can't see you out. I'll see you later. Shigure gave a little wave of her hand as the door closed, hiding her from view. I sank into the nearby sofa. Now that Shigure was gone, I could drop the front I'd been putting up to keep her from worrying.
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？ご主人、大丈夫？
I'm fine. It was just tiring to be standing, that's all. Chocolate and Vanilla both looked at me, worriedly. I forced a smile as I answered. Don't make those faces now. Once I sleep a little, I'll be better. Don't worry. Shigure said so too, didn't she? I petted both of their heads.
でも、本当に病院行った方がいいんじゃないですか？鈴の試験で習った。動けないときは救急車を呼ぶって。
It's not bad enough for that, okay? Plus, we finally got customers that come here now. How would it look if an ambulance stopped in front of the bakery?
主人様、ご主人。
Their faces, already clouded with worry, darkened more. Their mouths were slightly agape as if to say more, but they swallowed their words and bowed their heads.
難しいこと。わからなくてごめんなさい。鈴を持ってても、人の気持ちまではわからない。
Don't be silly. It's not something you need to apologize for. I pulled the two close as their faces became tearful. I hated not being able to put my feelings into words. Holding them close to my chest, I squeezed them tightly.
何もできないですけど、でもそばにいますから。ご主人様が前にショコラたちにしてくれたみたいに。ご主人が辛そうなのを見てるだけは苦しい。私にできることなら何でもするから言って。
They tightly squeezed back. Their honest feelings were warm, like the heat from their bodies.
でも猫は賢い子たちですから、人間の家族にもパートナーにもなれるくらいに。自分にも頼ってもらえないのはきっと寂しいことだと思いますよ。
Ah, I understand. Family, partners, they might be something like this. I closed my eyes, savoring the warmth of my beloved cat girls. If I wasn't careful, I might break down crying from the pure kindness that filled my heart. Then, stay by my side. If you two are with me, that's enough.
そんなの言 ろって言われても離れない。
They hugged me even more tightly, and I hugged them back with all my strength. Thank you. I'm no longer just one person. I need to get well quickly, so I don't worry them any more than I already have. With that foremost in my mind, I lost track of time. I don't know the context, so I don't know how I should voice this.
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？ご主人様。39度。ご主人、さっきより熱が上がってる。せっかくご主人様が寝れたのに、すごい苦しそう。薬は、次は朝まで飲んじゃダメって言ってたし。
The clock had just struck midnight. All we could do, as Master groaned in pain, was wipe his face with the towel and hold his hands for comfort.
どうしよう。どうしたらいいのかな。私たちじゃ何もできない。
Chocolate, vanilla.
ここにいます。ショコラはここにいますから。私もバニラもここにいるよ。ちゃんとそばにいるから。
No matter how much we wanted to help, there was nothing we could do. It was so frustrating we wanted to cry. That big, strong hand we'd always relied upon gripped ours back weakly now. It was heartbreaking.
病院に行ってお医者さんを呼んでこよう。救急車はダメでもお医者さんに来てもらうなら大丈夫だよね。私も同じこと考えてた。この辺りで病院っていうと。あ、お隣に病院がありますよ。ここにお薬がなかったらお隣に行くんですね。さすが人の文明は便利なようにできてるんですね。いつも行くドラッグストアの隣だね。ご主人が辛い時は私たちが行かなきゃ。
They're probably closed at this point. Nodding together, we stood up.
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。ショコラたちは言いつけを破ります。
Well, make sure to wear your bells at least.
後でいくらでも謝るから。好きな人が苦しんでるのに黙っていられない。待っててくださいね、ご主人様。
Sorry, Chocolate. They forgot their bells!
ショコラ、大丈夫？
Holding hands, we ran through the park. We were short of breath, struggling and stumbling, but we didn't stop. We had to get to the clinic as quickly as possible. With that in the forefront of our hearts, we ran without stopping.
大丈夫だから。そんなことより早く行かなくちゃ。頑張ってショコラ、もうちょっとだから。ちょっとで、そしたらご主人のところに戻れるから。閉まってる。そんな、せっかくここまで来たのに。どうしたらいいのかな。ショコラちゃん、わかんない。わかんないよ。他の病院の場所は知らないし、道を聞ける人も歩いてない。でもこのまま帰るわけにもいかないし。
We gripped each other's hands tightly in worry. Looking up at the cold shutters, we chewed our lips in concern.
君たち何してるの？あ、警察さん、空いてる病院教えてもらえませんか？ご主人様が大変で、それでお医者さん呼ぼうと思って。病院が休みでどうすればいいかわからなくて。飼い主さんは？それは大変だけど、君たち鈴は持ってないの？
We touched our necks where she pointed.
その、いつもはつけてるんですけど、主人の看病してる時に鈴が鳴っちゃうから外し。とりあえず一緒に来てもらえるかな。ご主人様に連絡がつけばすぐに帰れるからね。お家にあるんです。嘘じゃなくて本当なんです。ショコラはご主人様のためにお医者さんを連れて帰らないとダメなんです。ご主人が苦しんでるから私たちは帰らなきゃダメ。だから行けない。お願い。ごめんね。そう言って逃げちゃう猫ちゃんもいるのよ。最近猫を使った犯罪とかも増えてるから。だから鈴のない猫ちゃんは一緒に来てもらう決まりなの。すぐに身元紹介してご主人様に連絡するからね。だから鈴は家にあるからって。それに鈴持ちだったらご主人様が緊急の時は救急車を呼ぶくらいわかるでしょ。それは鈴の勉強でやりましたけど、でもご主人様が呼んじゃダメって言ってて。私たちにはお店のことがあるから、お客さんに不安を与えちゃいけないって。うんうん、分かったから、ご主人様に迎えに来てもらおう。ショコラたちのこと、ご主人様が頼りにしてるって言ってくれたんです。だからショコラたちはご主人様のところに帰らなきゃダメなんです。そばにいてって言われたから、そばにいるって約束したから。だから私たちは行けない。ご主人のところに帰らなくちゃ。分かった。本当にすぐ帰れるから、ちょっとだけ一緒に来て。ね。ダメです。ショコラはご主人様のところにしか行かないです。ごめんなさい。今だけは絶対に行けない。決まりだからどうしても一緒に来てもらわないといけないんだけど。
Chocolate! Vanilla!
ご主人様、なんでご主人、どうして。
I swear these girls are gonna kill me. I woke up, and you two were gone. What are you doing? Jeez. My shoulders were shaking, and my breathing was ragged. As I fought to keep my vision from wavering, I checked that they were both safe. Leaving your important bells behind. What would you do if something happened? Really? Now that I knew Chocolate and Vanilla were okay, I fought to keep my knees from buckling. ご主人のこと、今度は私たちが守らなきゃって思ったから。 I know that, silly. I'm not mad. Taking the gold and silver bells from my pocket, I handed each of them over to Chocolate and Vanilla. I'm mad that you made me worry for no reason, though.
ご主人様が苦しそうにしてたから、いても立ってもいられなくて。ご主人が辛いのに何もできないのが辛かった。家族だから、飼い猫だから、何かしなくちゃって。
Oh god, I'm gonna cry because Vanilla's crying. While holding back the tears in their eyes, they looked up at me, struggling to speak. It's natural to worry about family. I know that. It's the same with you two. I couldn't help it.
ご主人、ご主人。
Jeez, you two. You made a sick person worry.
ごめんなさい。心配かけてごめんなさい。ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ご主人。ごめんなさい。
I know. It's okay now. So don't cry.
ご主人様。ご主人様。ご主人。ご主人。
Their small shoulders shaking, they repeatedly wiped their eyes. I pet my precious cat girls with all the love I had in me.
鈴の紹介もできましたので、私はこれで失礼させていただきます。
You couldn't call, like, an ambulance or something? I'm sorry my cat girls caused you trouble. What a police officer this woman is. We watched as the police officer walked into the distance. We then slowly turned to go home. Let's go back to our home. Chocolate, vanilla.
はい、帰りましょう、ご主人様。みんなで帰ろう。
As I leaned on the shoulders of a tearfully smiling Chocolate and Vanilla, the three of us headed back to our home. What? Yeah, credits! We did it! And only 3 cheers! Ugh, but I am gonna have to download the R18 patch, because at least with, like, dramatical murder, like, they still showed all the scenes, they just zoomed in to where you couldn't see anything. This one, they cut it completely out. Which, I understand, but it feels like I'm missing a lot of the story. But all in all, I did like the series. Or the game, at least. There are definitely some things I'm not quite fond of, but such as Japanese culture and otaku culture. I will leave it at that. Yatta! We did it! Are? The epilogue. Alright. My strength has fully returned, so it's time to work hard to get... Huh? Huh? What? What? Why? 何これ? Oh, そうか。
これマジでうめえな。
Well, we were getting tired.
洋菓子はあれだと思ってたけど、悪くねえな。
But who made these?
本当に食べ方が汚いわね。
Hey, not eating with manners just means you're really enjoying the food. And my cat is screaming.
ショコラちゃんバニラちゃんとお揃いの制服だ。
Neil, you scream?
可愛いな。嬉しいな。なっちゃんも一緒だね。私みたいな猫にこういうのは似合わないんじゃないかと。こういうのは小さくて可愛い猫じゃないと。
I feel that.
そんなことないですよ。素材が良ければ全てよしですから。ココリッチは私の自慢の猫なんですから。堂々となさい、堂々と。そうだよ。なっちゃんは背が高くてかっこいい猫だよ。
Meanwhile, Azuki in this cat girl uniform, or in this cafe uniform.
僕はそれが嫌なのに。もっと
Coconut, you're cute.
おかわりいっぱいあるよ。ショコラとご主人様の初めての共同作業でいっぱい作ったから食べて食べて。
Oh, so we taught Chocolate how to cook too.
紅茶もいっぱい種類ある。覚えられないくらいいっぱいあるから一覧表作った。
Huh? What's this? What's going on? Somehow my bakery had become a sort of cat girl cafe. The first thing I saw this morning was so unexpected, my brain couldn't process it at all.
おはようございます、兄様。私は今回の実験でいろいろと考えたのです。
She wore a sunny smile that no cloud could cover up. The cat girls looked at me with similar smiles. I felt myself break out in a cold sweat. Thinking about what? I only managed to get out that much.
今回の実験で兄様に無理をするなというのが無理なことがよくわかりました。ですが、私も妹として夜も眠れぬほど心配をさせられたのもまた事実。ならば人員を増やして兄様の負担を減らすのが一番の得策としぐれは考えたのです。
Huh? Even if you increase the number of staff right now, our situation makes things...
無用です、兄様。兄様のためならば私にお給金など不要ですから。
No, 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 no. You have a curfew, and on weekdays you have school.
はい。ですので私一人ではなく猫たちが協力してくれるそうですから。
Shigure turned towards them all.
魔性様のためしぐれ様の命とあればしょうがないわね。しぐれがお小遣いくらいは出してくれるんでしょ。めんどくせえけど飼い猫についとこだよね。
You're a designer cat. What do you know about, like, stray cats and own cat girl life?
私は歌唱さんの美味しいケーキとお茶をいただければ十分です。
At least Cinnamon has the right idea. Work for food.
全員鈴持ちの即戦力です。文句はありませんね。
The cat girls, all in La Soleil uniforms, nodded. There was no way this was going to change. The mood made it clear I wouldn't be able to turn this decision around. No, wait.
先輩として歓迎しちゃうよ。またみんなと一緒。嬉しい。こうでなくちゃ。ああ、まさか兄様と一緒にお菓子を作れる日が来ようとは。しぐれは銀河一幸せな妹にございます。よかったね、しぐれちゃん。
Cinnamon, don't encourage her.
でも新しい門に涙はダメだよ。はい、ハンカチ使って。
But Shigure really does look cute in that outfit. Oh god, she's so cute!
しぐれ様が嬉しいと僕も嬉しい。よかったですね、よかったですね、しぐれ様。本当に指名ナンバーワンになったらボーナス出んだよな。
Azuki, please.
嬉しい。
I never said anything. Maple, at least you're sensible. True. No, this isn't a place that does staff contests and stuff like that. They kept the conversation going despite me, the owner, objecting. Even though I said kept it going, the conversation itself was pretty much done. Oh well, of course having them around would be helpful, I suppose. And the BGM decided to cut it out. Oh well, I guess this'll work. And so, Pâtissière La Soleil, or rather, the cake shop, now known as Nekopara, was taking its first steps into a new future. Would you quit tap-tapping? Quit tap-tapping? Hooray! We did it! What's in the extra now? CGs. Would you quit yelling? Come here. Music player. Movie player. Well, we got everything. Alright, so we have finished Nekopara Volume 1. Yes! It'll probably be a little while before I do Volume 2 or whichever one is next in the list. I'm gonna go through them, like, have the list of how they're supposed to be played, not released. Because that seems like a better idea. Next week, I will be back to Dramatical Murder. We will be going through Clear's route. And then after that, we'll be doing Noise's route. Or not Noise, we're already done with Noise. Mink's route. Hoo boy. Hoo boy. But I have some other things planned, so that'll be fun. And yeah, I'm gonna have to play this on my own time, because I feel like I'm missing part of the story with the H scenes deleted. Anyways, I'll go back to this. Yep, there it goes. There it transitions. Slowly but surely. Dun dun. Dun dun. And so, yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh, that was the wrong one. You go down more. I want you very tiny. And I will take off my headphones because they are hurting my ears. Would you quit screaming? What do you want? Come here. Come here. While I wrap things up. But yeah. So, that is all for Nekopara for a while. May do some Genshin Impact since it's been over a month since I played, or Skyrim because it's been even longer for that. Haven't decided yet, but next week next Saturday, definitely start up on Dramatical Murder again with Clear's route. Then there's a special on the 19th, special little collab. Whoop. And then I'll finish up Mink's route. So, yeah. Alright. I am going to end this now. Hope everyone had fun. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.